gonna play Mill. We're gonna play Mill in a league. I want the 4th Jace. We're gonna go down to Preordain. There's a lot of Bowmasters running around. I think Jace has a lot of finishing power against a lot of different decks. Tasha's is always sus right now. There's a lot of high CMC running around, but it's pretty easy to side out of Tasha's for some interaction that you need. The big problem with Mill is that we struggle with Scam, so the sideboard is stacked against anti-Scam stuff. Just stacked. Like, all these cards come in against Scam. And we cut a bunch of these cyclers and draws and stuff like that. I think the 3rd Jace might be the card we're missing. But we're going to play this. We're going to play some Crabs. And let's jam in a league. And let's jam. I should have played Mill in the prelim. All right, Sven Svedersen plays this Is It deck. Give me them toes. All right, we'll keep. Pinchy, pinchy, give me them toes. Give me the toes. I'm coming for those toes. I'm coming for those toes. This crab will just get bolted, so let's try and resolve a Preordain here. Maybe set up the next couple of turns. Tasha's Archive Trap. Top and top. Okay. Top and top. Alright, so they don't have Counterspell, which is good. They could have Remand, which is not as good, but let's go Crab. No Counterspell here. There could be some random Counterspell, like... I don't think they like Crabbies. Look, it's the fancy. It's the promo Crab. It's so fancy. How can you be so anti-Crab? Alright, so let's go boop. And we're not going to crack this until they go to kill our guy. Okay, so they definitely have main deck Blood Moons, by the way. So it's possible that we get Blood Moon next turn, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie. If they do Blood Moon us, that means they don't have any basic islands, so I'm okay with it. I should have cracked the Scalding Tarn while they were tapped out. That would have been smart, but I'm not smart. Also, we can just save this for if we draw another crab next turn, right? So we're going to just save this in case we draw a crab. Island? Okay. At this point, we didn't pop it, so we don't really need to pop it now, right? Maybe we draw a crab. Crabby? Maybe we draw a crab. Look at that. Crabby. Crabby. Fancy lands. Fancy Ice Age. Alright, we'll crack this now while they're tapped out. They don't have red. We'll get Watery Grave. And they're at 18. So we're pretty close to being able to visions. So we'll get them. Yep. Oh, is that a Scalding Viper? Ooh, fancy. This card's kind of cool. 2 mana Unsummon. Or 2 mana Boomerang. Or Journey to Nowhere or whatever. Because it's non-land. They're viewing me. 1 more card in the graveyard, and we have double visions. Double visions. 1 more. Uno más, por favor. Uno más, please. Right. Okay, so we're gonna let this go. This gives us visions. Alright, so we are going to respond with Ancestral Visions. Ancestral Recall. Thoughts? Is it possible to change the name at MTGO? I think you can respond to wizards. You can like write to wizards and say blah blah blah, and they can. If you present them a good reason, they can change the name, but you have to write to wizards directly to change the name. I think. I tried to do it when I started streaming because I like wanted my Twitch name to match my Moto name. So, but I mean, to make a new Moto account is just $5, right? So you just make a new name for $5. Essentially, it's free, and you just make a new name for $5, and you just trade all the cards over, and you're good, right? Okay, so they have a counterspell up here. I guess we just cycle the Fractured Sanity and then hold up the Drown, because we could just chill here, right? We're just chilling. I don't really feel like firing off one of these mill spells into a counterspell. So, I mean, it's only $10 to make a new account, right? Okay, so let's cycle the Fractured Sanity here. We could actually cast the Visions. We could cast the Visions, hold up the Drown to fend it off. If they try to fight this, if they try to counter this. I changed my name to match my Twitch by... Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, so as long as you reach out directly to them, they'll change it. When I inquired, they said you needed a reason. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So I just didn't really reach out. Okay. What do we want against them? I think we'd like some Murderous Cuts to be able to kill some Murktide Regents. That doesn't seem terrible. I also think that perhaps some Surgical Extractions to fizzle some... we didn't see Snapcaster Mage. Maybe a little... Maybe a certain... No, we don't really need Surgicals. Let's bring in Murderous Cuts to have access to killing... We did Millisnap. We did. I missed it. Because they're playing an Is It control deck, right? They're playing this control deck. So let's do these two. And what are we going to cut? I think we shave main phase cards that get dinged by... Main phase cards that get dinged by Mystical Dispute. That's what I think we're dinging. I think we'll shave a Preordain and we'll shave a Tasha's. These cards just... They get cast at sorcery speed and they... We could maybe even play the Soul Guide Lanterns over the Surgicals. No, let's just have some Surgicals for information. And let's cut a Preordains. Let's do this. Let's cut all our Preordains. Let's bring in some Surgicals, some Soul Guides. And we'll cut these Alright, hold on a sec. Oh, they just turned off the blower, so I don't need to go close the window. Alright. What kind of control deck concedes the 2 Ancestral Recalls? I mean, come on. Alright, the blower's back on. I gotta close the window. I'll be back in a minute. This hand's okay. I want to prioritize getting to a mana base that plays around Blood Moon. I think that's the first thing we need to try and do. Archive check. I don't want to play my crab for no value here, so... Counterspell? Someone vacuuming? No. My neighbor is using a blower on their lawn. Boop. Always yield. I'm not gonna crack this, I don't think. Ooh, Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. I haven't seen this card in a long time. Alright, let's pass the turn here. And if they go to kill this, we'll crack the fetch. But I can, like, play a crab, get this thing. Alright. Let's just put this into play tapped. Maybe this will incentivize them to slam a Blood Moon here. Nope, no Blood Moon. Bolt, bolt, snap, flame, flame. Huh. I wonder if it's worth a surgical right here. Nah, they haven't done anything. Alright, let's play crab. One and a misstep. Oh boy, I haven't seen that card in a long time. Play crab. Play this. I guess we'll just save this for now. There's nothing I'm really scared of. There's 2 bolts here. There's 2 flames here. Maybe we could have surgical the Viper. I don't know. Viper doesn't really do much. Viper dies to push. This is kind of the problem. If you could see it. This is kind of the problem with surgical, is that sometimes it's just awkward. Like, what am I surgicaling here? Misties? They might not be playing 4 Misties. We could probably hit Tarns. Tarn's, like, not an unreasonable hit, but at the same time, it's so boring. Doesn't really impact the game very much, only it stops them from drawing basics. Like, none of these are... I mean, we could hit the Snapcasters. That's not terrible. Yeah. Whenever a creature you control or a planeswalker opponent is dealt excess damage, if a giant or wizard spell you control is dealt damage... What? Whenever a creature or planeswalker opponent controls is dealt excess damage, if a giant, wizard, or spell you control dealt damage this way, draw a card. Okay, that's a lot of text. It's gonna get Murderous Cutted. I guess I could cycle the Fractured Sanity, and that gives me 4 things for the Murderous Cutted. So let's cycle Fractured Sanity. Maybe we hit a fetch land and we can Fatal Push it. Alright. We failed to hit a fetch land. Do we want to hit these expressive iterations? Boink. I mean, this card's not bad, right? You just bolt something, and if it does excess damage... Like, if you bolt something, it does excess damage, you get to draw a card. I mean, that's not bad. Alright, I feel like I want to surgical this expressive iteration. Actually, let's surgical Snapcaster. Take a look at what's going on over there. What do we got? Should hit expressive iterations. The big thing I'm looking for is Murktides. There are no Murktides here. 1 Charma, 1 Viper, a bunch of counterspells. Is there a reason to get this one out of the graveyard? No, we'll just leave it there. Yeah. Okay, I could dig it. A bunch of counterspells, lose focus. Counter target spell with replicate. Okay, 1,000,000 counterspells. Yield through the turn. So their hand is this. Their hand is this. Their hand is still this. They should flame my guy, right? Alrighty. Land, please. Please land. Okay. We just gonna chill. If they flame of Anora at the end of turn, I will counter it. If they kill my... I don't know what I'm gonna do, actually. I haven't decided. We should have shaved some Fatal Pushes, for sure. Just kill my crab. If it's kill my crab, it's probably okay. Okay. They're just gonna save it. Mutavault. Oh, okay. Now they're gonna get fancy next turn. I really need to draw a land here. You know what I didn't see? I did not see Blood Moon. Oh, that's the perfect draw. Boink. Boink, boink. I did not see any Blood Moons, right? So we don't have to worry about Blood Moon as much as I thought we'd have to worry about Blood Moon. It's a giant wizard lands. Does that not... Are you not entertained by the wizard theme of their deck? Because I'm entertained. I think it's sweet. Activate the Mutavault. Draw 2 cards. You're not even activating the Mutavault. I mean, I guess I just counter this, right? This is 2 cards. Fine. Fine. Sure. Okay. So I use this to get this. I trade a counterspell for this. Deal. I won't throw a multiple. Alright. I'm ready to kill this Mutavault. That's all I'm going to say. I'm ready to kill this Mutavault in a lot of different ways. Bring that Mutavault over here. Bring the Ruckus. No, they didn't seem to have that card. Boop. All right. Draw a card. Ooh. 22 cards, you say? All right, well, counterspell check. They probably drew loose focus or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Replicate. So they replicated it twice. 2, 4, 6. Sure. Too bad. Too bad. So sad. Alright, 27 cards left. Only a couple more to go before we can Shelldock them. This game might last a while. No, I don't think so. I mean, they do have a lot of counterspells. Like a lot of counterspells. Oh, if they're going to keep drawing 3 cards at a time and fetching and stuff, might not last that long. Hey, Ancestral Recall. Yay. Yay, Ancestral. So we get dinged by Spell Pierce if we go for it now. Right? We get bonked by the Spell Pierce if we go Tasha's now. I don't really want to get bonked by Spell Pierce. We saw a million Spell Pierces. We saw a million Spell Pierces. At the same time, we can use Shelldock Isle and hold up Drown in the Loch. Yeah, they probably have a fetchable. Yeah, we can go for Shelldock at the end of their turn and hold up Drown in the Loch. Expressive Iteration, you say? Well, I have a response. Exile. I like to cast Archive Trap. Target you. Archive Trap. We're about to find out if they have a fetchable. They do have a fetchable. Oh, it worked. Oh, you're going to cast Expressive Iteration with 3 cards left in your deck? I guess. If you insist. Uh-huh. They exile the Spell Pierce. That's funny. I think we may have got them. But unfortunately, I think we've made someone who's going to go and put an Emrakul in their sideboard. They're tired of losing to Mill. Okay. Let's draw a land. Oh, our homie died. Home sliced down. Oh, too bad. 1, 2, 3. I guess we should shock this thing in, right? And then we go bonk, bonk, bonk. Tasha's? Hideous Laughter. Counter spell. Well, I shall counter your counter spell. Attempting to win the game. Yay! Alright. And a chance. Alright, what do we got here? We are gonna keep. We have the old double Trapperoony. Valvacut, eh? I guess we'll play a Ruined Crab. And we'll just sit here and wait for you to search, friend. Oh. Well, that was... This is a cube I was doing earlier in the morning. It's funny. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Force of Will. We're on a heater. Alright. What are you going to get? Oh, Greenland. Well. Boopity. A buppity. Alright, so let's take a look. I think it's down to like $8. I hope not, but maybe. I believe what happened there was that they cracked this and then they saw 1 basic, 2 basic, 3 basic, 4 basic, 5 basic. And they said, deuces, I'm out. Alright. So, what needs to happen here? We need to be prepared to deal with endurances. So we need to be prepared for endurances. And if we can surgical Valvacuts, rings, titans, cards of that nature, that's pretty great. Force Will is 5 tickets. Nice. As a Valvacut gamer, this matchup is unwinnable. It didn't seem that great. Okay, I think I'm also going to bring in Murderous Cuts to kill Titans. We're going to shave a Fatal Push. I think their CMC is pretty high for a Tasha's. I think we can shave some Preordains, and we can... their CMC might be a little too high for Tasha's. But on the flip side, if we surgical Titans, then, like, their CMC is really low for Tasha's. But let's just play it like so. They do have a lot of lands, don't they? They do have a lot of lands. Let's cut the Fractured Sanities and let's submit. Okay, we got... This is a perfect hand. We have protection from Endurance. We got a little Crabby. We're going to go turn 1, Soul Guide Lantern. Turn 1, Soul Guide Lantern. Boink. Good games, Sven. Good games. I like your take on the Wizards archetype. Flaminor seems really, really strong if you can get it to do what it wants to do. Alright, let's play a Crab here. Let's play you. They're at 62, 66, 60, 68 here. They're not making it easy on me. Oh, man, where's the surgicals at? Pow! I'm not going to fetch this until they go to murder my guy. So the question is, how many endurances are we going to have to beat here? That's the real question of the day here. How many endurances are we going to have to beat? Search for tomorrow. If they play the ring, that's kind of okay. Alright, so this crab doesn't target, so we are going to use this. The question is, do we want to fire off this Visions here? I don't think so. I think we just put this into play tapped. Hit him for 3. Wish Valdecut. And then they draw a card. Sure. Alright, so now we're going to play Delta here. Going to mill ourselves because we have to. And then we will pass the turn. Attack. Sometimes it's about sending a message. Alright. Does this get fatal pushed or does this get drowned? We probably have to push this, although they do get a land drop off it. We should probably save the drown for something else and just push this. Look at them. Look at how fancy this is. Okay. Alright. So that dies, that dies, that dies. Get an island. They have 11 cards in their graveyard. We're not going to be able to get to above 11 here. We're going to have to cycle this Visions. Okay, we got 2 drowns. That's probably pretty good. Should buy us a bunch of time. Ooh, Surgical. Ooh. What do we want to do with Surgical? Do we want to hit Wishes with Surgical? Or do we just hit Dryad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we hit Dryad. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look. What do we got? 1 endurance. 1, 2, 3, 4 wishes. I should snip this. Snippy snip. Snip. Where's my snip? Snap. Alright. Do I have a favorite Pokemon? Never been the biggest into Pokemon, but I like the one squid guy. The one squid guy, I forget his name, but I like him. Only 2 Titans. 2 Scape Shifts. I don't remember his name, but he's a little tentacle guy. He's like a Nautilus. I like that guy. I went over all the Pokemon with Mario one time. One, 2, 3. I don't like this Valakut here. This could be a problem. Omatite. Omanite. That guy. Yeah, Mario knows. I look through all of them. I'm like, that one's cool. My dad growing up was an oceanographer. Do I just let this go? Or do I let them die to the ring? They have 41 cards left. They'll be drawing a lot of cards every turn. Whatever. You can have a ring. My dad, growing up, and I went to a lot of museums and stuff. A lot of marine fossils and artifacts were a big part of my formative years. So I'm a big fan of squids and nautiluses and crabs and sea things. So I did enjoy that Onomite guy, because he reminded me of seeing those things in the museum back in the day. Okay, so what do we got here? We got nothing going on. This is probably a hard matchup. I mean, this is not where we want to be. We just need, a mill spell here. Basic Island, not exactly what we needed. Molluxes, yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Beseiju the Soul guy. I suppose I am in such a position that I should draw a card with this. Okay. We have a Drown in the Loch to deal with what have you. Je suis un jet. Here comes Wish. I wonder if I'm supposed to counter the Wish. Ugh, Valdecut's hitting me. Ugh, gross. Gross, Valdecute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does this Wish get? They don't have... They don't have... I guess they have a Veil of Summer here. I guess I should counter this. I ought to counter this. I ought to counter this. Fuck. I'm dead. Just like that, I'm dead. Because they'll get Scape Shift. Alright. Shows me, punishes me for drawing a card. We would have had double Drown up. Punished, 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 punished. Alright, let's look at their CMC. Their CMC's not that high. They have a lot of lands. Tasha's... I don't want Jace's. I want Fractured Sanities. I think Fractured Sanities are important to be able to surgical... Like, Cycle Fractured Sanity, surgical their stuff. I think that's important. I don't really think we need these... Oh, I guess Murderous... No, we don't really need... Guess these kill Titans. Only have 2 Titans, though. Maybe we don't play these. And we just do this for Turbo Mill. No, we need to kill the Dryad. We need to kill Dryad. Alright, let's just run it back. Would you like to play first? Yes. What do we got? We got Archive Trap, Crab. We have a little bit more mill this time. We can Tasha's on 3. That'll be exciting. 69 cards this time. I don't want to play the Crab and just have it bolted, so I'm not gonna. 69 cards. Crabby. Boink. Alright. Forest thing. Crack it a fetch. Crack it a fetch. Crack it a fetch. We want to hit that 1 endurance. We are really looking for that 1 endurance. That's important to hit that 1 endurance. Endurance. We have not hit the 1 endurance. Panic will commence until endurance is hit. Am I deltaing and going to 18 here? Fuck is double red. They sneaky. They F6 like nothing was happening, and then they did that. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay. Mountain, Valdecute. Islands. Alright. Let's hit the endurance here, please. Yay! I hit the endurance. Okay. Round number 3. Okay, we can't keep this. Do I still go to museums? Not as much as I used to. No. I'll just be honest. No. Okay, I guess we have a choice here what we want to keep. Like, if they're the right deck, this is the best card. But I think we'll just put this back. Just so we can have 50-50 in case they're a high CMC deck. Okay. Let's just play Otawara and pass the turn. Let's see what our opponent's up to. So what do we know about our opponent? We know absolutely nothing. We know they're burn. Uh-oh. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. Let's see more of the burn spells. Burn. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the 26 months. What? Are we going to get a land for free? Land for free? Ho. Ho, ho, ho. Lovely. Should I cycle this Visions? I think cycling the Visions in an attempt to hit a Fatal Push is going to be okay. Because we want to hit a Vision to hit a Fatal Push. Because I feel like these two spells will kill them. So I think we cycle this to look for a Fatal Push. Or a play for turn 2, right? Fever, thank you for the 18 months. That's really, really nice of you two. Thank you guys, both of you. Alright. So now we have a play for this turn. Ooh, we have 2 plays for this turn. Crabby. Crabby. And Crabby. Alright. So now next turn it's Tasha's. And then the following turn, hopefully we draw blue. We can cycle the Fractured Sanity. Crab down. We're drawing a Polluted Delta. Well, that's lovely. Alright. So let's play Delta here. Ooh, Crab. We can't get tempted by the Crab. We have to stay focused and play Tasha's. That was a mistake to play the Swamp. That was a big punt. It's not a big punt. That was dramatic, but I wanted to keep my life total high. 16 cards. Maybe if this Crab lives, we're okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have played this. I should have just cracked this for Island and then played it. This might have cost me the game. But it probably won't. Probably won't. Especially since they just fetched. Now they have 14 cards. Now they're just dead to Fractured Sanity. And we're chump blocking with Crab. We are chump blocking the Swift Spear. Now we're going to have to correct this fetch regardless. We're taking 5. We're going to go to 4. So this puts us dead to Oboro's Charm. How many Oboro's Charms are gone? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're dead to 2 burn spells. If they got 2 burn spells, they got 2 burn spells. Your turn. They just had to make me sweat. They just have to, you know, just a bit. Oh. I get nervous. See, I get nervous, and they wanted to make us nervous. All right. Unfortunately, I don't really have a very good plan against burn. We basically bring in these 2 cards and pray. What comes out? We don't really have time to mess around with Preordain. Actually, we don't have time to pay 2 life on Jace. So let's cut Jace's. Alright. So now we have to do the impossible, which is beat them on the play, on the draw. We have no removal, but we have a lot of mill. We'll keep. Dog's there. Nobody knows I'm a... I saw that tweet you had today. Nobody knows I'm a dog. That's quite the banger tweet, by the way. I want you to know that I was a big fan of that tweet. That weird tweet. Alright. So, do I shock in the Watery Grave and save as much mill as possible for my crabbies? Or do I fetch a Delta, go to 16, get a basic, or do I shock? Basic or shock? I think I have to... Or do I just don't play a crab? Patience. We will be patient. We will be patient. Oh my god, that card? Aren't you guys supposed to have cut that card? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no. Oh dear God. Kill you. And we're just going to get a basic here and play a crab. Because we have to. Alright. Basic crab. Can you play some... Oh, they didn't do anything. Tasha's? We go field Tasha's. Boink. Or do we just get rid of this? Get rid of the white. Trap them. Play crab. Island. Boink. 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 You have to turn. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at what's going on. We got 1, 2. Uh-oh. Yeah. No, we can't cowabunga. We can't cowabunga. I want a cowabunga. Alright. So it's good that they have Eidolons because we can gain more life with Crypt Incursion, and it's bad that they have Eidolons because they hurt me. Alright, let's go bump, bump, bump. Trigger. 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 Tasha's. 9. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. And see if we want to crack this. I mean, put them to 3. I don't think we should go to... All right, 1 charm, 2 charms, 3 charms. So we know they have a Boros charm. Boros charm, Boros charm, Boros charm, Boros charm. Yeah, we don't need to crack. We're probably dead. They're probably going to go Boros charm into... No attacks. Exquisite Firecraft. Oh my. Hopefully their hand's a bunch of lightning helixes. So there's helix, helix, helix. Charm, charm, charm. There should be a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we could just die here. If you're a burn player in the future, and you're letting a player with Drawn on the Loch untap to use Drawn on the Loch. Alright. Game 3. Do we want Murderous Cuts as a way to deal with the Archon? Nah. It's not better. I guess Murderous Cuts Jace. We could play 1. If I draw Murderous Cut and I don't have enough to mill them, I'm going to lose it. Okay. So tap land, crab, tap land, pass, crab, or maybe Preordain, Crypt Incursion. I guess we can keep it because we have the Crypt Incursion. This is a little sus. A little sus. Play this. We'll put Tasha's. It's a little sus, this hand. $19. Boink. 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 Helix, Helix, this. Preordain. Looking for neither of these cards. Bottom, bottom. Okay. Tasha's does not have the good synergy with Crypt Incursion. That's for goddamn sure. Sucks. We're probably going to lose this game. Probably going to lose. Searing Blaze. Ugh. That hurts. Burnt by Sin. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. I guess we just Tasha's them, right? I guess we just slam the Tashas. You could go... Alright, so here are options, right? Option 1, slam Tasha's. Option 2, crab, play Field of Ruin, mill them with the crab. Attempt to block with crab. I think it's crab. Field. Okay, this is going to be a disaster. Obviously, we wanted a black land to be able to crab, and then worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario. So I guess we have to go play Hedron Crab. We can go land, kill one of their things, have drown this. I guess we just have to play to block. We have to play Hedron Crab, play land, Tasha's them, block with the crab. Hope we're not dead. I mean, we're dead, but we have to do this, I think. I don't think any other... This wins the game, potentially. And then we have to block this Hedron Crab and then win with this Tasha's next turn. That's our way to win the game. Uh-oh. Dead Denny burn spell. I don't think we're winning that game. Just not a good hand to keep. Alright, this hand's good. We go turn 1 on the draw. Yeah, I think the keep was good. I agree. It was a little sus. We didn't take a bunch of damage off our lands, which is good. But at the same time, you know, one swamp and we would have won that game, I think. All right. We're on the draw. We have a trap. I always love being on the draw with the trap. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Good luck. Have fun. Alright, so let's shock this in. Let's cast a Crabby. So hopefully they crack a fetch here. Nope. Here comes... Oh, no grist? No grist, opponent? Alright. 1, 2. Youngest wolf. Alright. So, we have to play this other crab. Play this land. Boink. Boink. Alright. And we need to crack you. We need to get an island. And we need to set up a land. Blood Artist is gone. That is incredibly good for us that Blood Artist is gone. That means we can't die. Famous last words. Let's Preordain looking for another land. Let's put you, and then let's get this Tarn here. Sometimes Preordain is just so good. Alright. So now we just are going to go land, boom, 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 boom. Okay. So our opponent does not have a Blood Artist to kill us with, which is very good for us. We are obviously not blocking. Not blocking. Not blocking. Yeah, main endurance is the enemy. But we can visions. They can't endurance now without exiling something. Jace. So let's go pop. 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 Mill Yogg. Mill Cauldron. Crack this. Get islands. Mill. There's the endurance right there. That's pretty good for us. And let's hit him with the old Tasha's here. Tasha's actually might not be that great. Nah, we'll Tasha's. Bowmaster? Yep. Yep, a Bowmaster. Bowmaster. 12 cards with Tasha's. We got a Yogg. 1, 2 Yoggs left. Cauldron. Cauldron. Cord. Very rude. I needed those cards. They are... to make my deck work. The deck's more fun when it's not working. Alright. Let's pass. So we're in a pretty good spot here, obviously. We milled their endurance. They could still have a Cauldron. Press X to doubt. Alright. You want to crack that fetch? We're just taking all of this damage. Taking all of the damage. Alright. So we put them to 1 with this. We can Visions. And then get popped with the Bowmasters. And then we could potentially brick. Or we just put them to 1 card left. And then chump. Block, block. I guess we just put them to 1. 1 card left. Yield to the turn. Another Bowmaster. We just have to make sure we block there. How many Bowmasters are there? No, you need to do that before. Alright. I think we weren't dead either way. Yeah. Whew. It was a little tight, a little close. A little close, a little too tight. Alright, we want crypto incursions. We want these cards, and we want to cut these cards. We also want to cut these cards. And we want to cut Tasha's. Tasha's is not as good because their CMC is actually very high. Unless Yawgmoth gets surgical, then it's good. Let's do this. They have a lot of creatures that could just kill Jace. So let's play it like so. Well, the problem is the CMCs were like deceptively high. Right? And Yawgmoth is 4, Chord's 4, Sheoldred's 4, right? Endurances are 4. Tasha's is like not the greatest. Fractured Sanity cycling into a Bowmaster is pretty terrible, but it's 14. All right, what do we got? We got a trap, a crab, a surgical, a fatal push. Let's jam. The problem with bridge is that like it's hard to like empty your hand. Maybe like one bridge would be good, but at the same time, like it's hard to empty your hand to like win the game. Young Wolf. Great, we'll play this. Great, there's no way, there's just no to fly. It's all wings. Sorry, cleaning the keyboard. All right. What do we got here? Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, sure, Fatal Push. That's kind of annoying, very annoying, but it is what it is. We lost a little bit of value, but at the same time, they're not really developing their board very much, so we're kind of just chilling. We kind of just chilling. Hopefully not Grist. Grist would be bad. Strangler, guys. That might get. We might just pop this and surgical it. Buys us quite a lot of time. Do I want to do that? I kind of need to save this for endurance. They're probably only playing like 2 of these anyway. Yeah, I messed that up. I guess I can Fatal Push it now. No, that's dumb. Oh, there's our crab. We should have saved the fetch. Would have been a lot better if we saved the fetch. Okay. We're looking for endurance. Well, let's just surgical that right now. I would like those. I would like those. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's take a look. They are playing Ginger's list from the thing, probably. 4 Bowmasters, 2 Agathas. Haywire Might. All right. So the Court of Calling cannot get the Yogg yet, right? 1, 2, 3. Play land. That's 4. We might as well just pass the turn. Pass the turn. So there's still a Yogg in the deck, which we have to be careful of. They drew the forest. Blood Artist. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so how do we play around Court of Calling here? We're going to have to push this Blood Artist. Mill. Let's kill this. Alright, let's draw a land so we can like Fatal Push this and then Crypt Incursion. Yawgmoth. No blocks. Land. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good too. Is it good? Alright, so they have Court of Calling in their hand. So I don't want them to go. They have a fetch in their hand too. So I guess we play Soul Guide Lantern. And we exile the Cauldron. We want to keep all the creatures for the Crypt Incursion. Now, we kind of just Fatal Push this, Soul Guide Lantern them, I think. That's so bad for us. So bad for us. No, we have the Archive Trap. I guess it's okay. Alright. This slows them down a lot, right? Because their hand is this. This is their hand. No. We go to 4. We go 3. We take 4. And then this Crypt Incursion is useless. Might just be dead here. Guess I played this terribly. I'm just so afraid of them courting for Yawgmoth. Because this is their hand. Field would be very good draw. Alright, so their hand is cord. We're just dead. We are just dead. I guess we can Tasha's, and then when they crack this fetch, we can Archive Trap them. But we're just... Yawgmoth, Yawgmoth. They just beat us down with the creatures while we were dicking around with other stuff. I didn't want to just Crypt Incursion them and have them just kill us. Jumpy McChumperson. Okay, so I can Crypt Incursion myself and gain 2. Yeah, it was. I can go to 6 here. They're just absolutely afraid of courting. They don't actually play too many Stranglergeists. They only usually play 2 Stranglergeists, right? So that's probably what they were, why they didn't do that. Because we exiled the 1, right? We can still turn this around. You are an optimist, my friend. Alright. Technically still alive. Alright, so we have to wait for them to pump. Okay, so now this guy's pumped. So we have to go Fatal Push you. And then when the thing's in the graveyard, we have to now surround the wolf. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Please stop, I'm trying to win. Listen. Draw a card. Okay. Okay, this time for you, I'll stop. If we still drew a Fatal Push there, they should have used the cord. They should have used the cord and just killed me with Bowmasters, probably. Alright. Maybe we need these. Maybe we need these. Cut the Jaces, play these. Maybe we try a bridge over these removal spells. I was so tunnel visioned on preventing them from getting to Yawgmoth that I, like, took way too much damage in the meantime. Crab, 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 crab. Mulligan. Uh-oh. 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 SpaghettiOs. Alright, we're keeping. Put back 1, 2. Done. Play this so we can Fatal Push something on 1. Mulliganing to 5 is not good when you're playing mill. And you have so much to do. You have that thing. I don't give a fuck about that thing. I'm not going to fetch in case I draw. It doesn't... Alright. Nice bridge, nerd. I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna cycle the Fractured Sanity, and then we'll have access to Drown in the Loch next turn, and we'll probably Fatal Push this. We'll probably get a Swamp here. Get a Swamp, and then we will cycle the Drown. Endurance, you say? Alright, now we will go... Bonk. Hold up, Drown in the Loch. Okay. Play Grist. Yes, this is acceptable. So, they're telegraphing Bowmaster. So they're telegraphing Bowmaster so hard that at the end step, I'm going to kill this Wall of Roots. Because if they weren't going to play a Bowmaster, they would have used this. They would have untapped this. So I'm going to crack this and kill this now. Just because of the Bowmaster Telegraph. I don't know. That doesn't even make any sense. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know, man. I'm dumb. I'm going to kill this thing. That's it. I'm killing that. So they can't use the mana in second main or do anything fancy with it. I'm killing this. Ugh. Ugh. At least I didn't surgical this Endurance and get the other one. They did this wrong. Because now there's going to be an Endurance I can surgical here. Right? Now I can surgical this Endurance. They did that wrong. Alright. This should be back in the deck. But they'll learn. They'll learn. I need to draw... I'm going to lose this game. I'm mulliganing to 5 is just unacceptable. Shelldock Isle? We'll get an Archive Trap. And we'll just pass the turn. Oh, wow. Bowmaster's crazy. They did telegraph the Bowmaster. See, I wasn't crazy. Alright. We are very dead. Very, very dead. I need to save this for, like, mill power. But... Alright. I guess we just have to do this. There's a Yawgmoth. We are probably not winning this game. We can't beat 2 Endurances. Can't beat 2 Endurances. That sucked. Endurance, the bane of mill, continues. Endurance continues to be the bane of mill. Perhaps I could have won that other game against Yogg. Yawgmoth, we have turn 1 Crab plus Visions to get a second land. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Turn 1 Crab, plus we have Visions to draw a second land, so we have like 2 draws at lands. Plus, like, we have 3 1-drops. This hand's sus, obviously, but we get a little lucky. Chancellor of the Dross. Oh, excuse you? Okay. We are playing against the mono Blackest of Burns. So we have to keep our life total nice and high. And this Tasha's should not eviscerate them because they have Chancellors and Soul Spikes. So... Uh-oh. Hopeless Nightmare. I guess we'll dump Tasha's because of the Chancellors. Alright. We are going to need a little bit of loving. We're going to need to draw land here. Oh, baby. Crabs, you do love us. Alright, let's take a look at what they got. Boink. Boink. Fruit. What the... Get out of here, Epic Games. I'm going to have to turn off those notifications. Fruit of Tizenrus. Am I using this Visions? Yeah, I have to. I think. I want to do it now in case they have Bowmasters. I've seen versions of this deck playing Bowmaster. That's why I did it now. I don't want to get dunked on with a Bowmaster. They need 4 mana to unleash the fruits. Machinations. Yup. We will discard this. It's a Hopeless Nightmare to play against this deck. Oh, Field of Ruin. Trigger. Oh, Bowmaster. You see? I wasn't crazy. Pogmoth, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Orcish Bowmasters. See, they are in here. And we'll get a swamp or island. We probably need to be aggressive here and just mill them out with Fractured Sanity. Okay. Yield through the turn. Yeah. Okay. No, now they have Gonties on. So we're at 8 life. Uh-oh. We're gonna go to 8 from the Sovereign's Bite. They're gonna go to, or whatever, the 1 colorless 1 black. I think it's Sovereign's Bite. I don't remember. But it's just Lightning Helix at sorcery speed. Sovereign's Bite. Oh, Collector Brutality. Oh, shit. Opponent loses 2 life, and they're going to take our Fractured Sanity. Oh, max punish for not getting Swamp. Maximum punishment. We're at 6 life. Oh, no. Oh, good. If they crack the fetch. If they crack that fetch, we get to get them. They're going to definitely crack that fetch for the Gonties. Alright, we get to get them. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Get them. Alright, only 11 cards left. That's 1 burn spell. So we're going to get Soul Spiked here. Soul Spike. Sovereign's Bite. Oh, bump. Attempt to kill you. Attempt to murder you. No! No, they go to 1. Chancellor bump. Street Wraiths? Oh, no. They have 1 card left. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. Oh my god, no. Alright, how many Soul Spikes are here? 1 Soul Spike, 2 Soul Spikes. So they have 2 Soul Spikes in their hand. Plus Gonties puts us to 6. Oh boy. We're living on borrowed time right now. Borrowed time. We go to 5. Okay. I think we got him. They can Gonties us. Oh, baby. That was so close. Too close. Too close. Too close, too close, too close. Alright. Crypt Incursion. Let's go. Tasha's. I'm sorry, but you are not loved. Murderous Cuts. And submit. Tasha's not... Of course you're loved. If you're watching the stream, I love you. And I appreciate you guys watching. Except for that guy earlier who just was like, you suck. He doesn't get the love. But you guys get the love. So, Otawara, Preordain. Except one bozo, yeah. Gonti's Machinations. Alright, so let's get our Preordains now before we get Bowmastered. I think I want both of these. I think I want a Toppity, Tippity yield. Maybe the Ruin Crab's greedy, because we're going to have to leave up Drown for a while. Oh, you cycle the Street Wraith and its Machinations. Oh, fancy. Opponent is fancy. Opponent's so fancy. Okay. I guess I'm going to discard this other Preordain. It's going to be a while before I can cast the other Preordain, right? Sleeper Agent. Boy. Yep. I just have to kill this. Kill my own thing. I could have attacked them for 3. I know, but I mean, come on. We don't attack people unless it's with crabs for 0. Okay. So now we go crab. Get this. Get an island. Now we have drown up. This is good. This is good. This is what we want. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they have a hard time triggering the machinations. Machinations. Drawing. All the card draw. Alright. So we'll feel the ruin this turn. Get rid of this red. Feel the ruin. Pop, pop, pop. Island. Archive trap you. Okay, now we're just chilling with our drown in the lock up, which just feels good. Feels like a good place to be. Remember, we're at 7. Yep, we're at 7. And I don't know why I went to pop that. Okay, I think we're gonna beat this deck. I think we're good. Leyline of Sanctity. Gonti's Machinations. They don't have a way to gain another life, but I might as well just counter this. Soul Spike. Yep, I go to 4. I'm very in a precarious spot. But so are they. They're at 19. Preordain. Vision. I'll take top and then top. And I will go visions. Oh, that is perfect. No, I can't use it. It's not perfect. Because they don't have any non-basics. Should have bottomed. Oh well. Maybe I die for it. Maybe I die for it. There's only a couple of cards that deal 3, so maybe I dodged for a turn. Hard to say. I do die to some stuff. Okay, so now we just have to cast this and hope that we live. Even if we didn't Bowmaster. Okay. So we are dead if they draw anything that does damage. And we have to block the army. We're just dead if they draw anything that deals damage. Fingers crossed. I drew a ley line. Oof. 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 Well, let's see. We lost close games. We lost to Burn that was close, that if we drew a black source we would have won. PT, I sent you a message on Twitch. And we lost a close one to Yogg here. That they had a couple too many endurances and we had to mull the 5 and we didn't have an answer for endurance. That kind of sucked. But other than that, we kind of dunked on stuff. Mill was, a little change here, and them not having such as good of a hand. Maybe I threw away the second game against Yawgmoth. So, not so bad overall. Alright, let's open our chest, see what we get.